everybody. Actually got started on time after I pushed it back half an hour. I was still trying to find cables and cameras and whatnot, but I got at least the one camera. This is the new one I got when I was on vacation. Looks like it's nice and high quality from what I can see on mine. Hey, Gwen, good to see you on. Hey, Millie, good to see you too. And the official hello from Gwen. If it gets to be too much coughing, let me know and I'll try it and start muting it. But the cough is almost gone entirely. This is mostly from having the air line in my nose for so long. It's just kind of like sinuses take a few days to readjust. But last time a nurse checked my breathing, which was like 2 days ago, it was like, lungs sound perfectly fine. There's no crackling. There's no like gurgling. I'm in good shape. And I'm a little shaky from the steroids they're making me take until I finish tapering off of them tomorrow morning. So until they do that, it's kind of like I've had way too much caffeine or something like that. But anyway, I wasn't up for like actually braiding, so I'm gonna. My roommate for my birthday got me the exact, off-brand building kit I was gonna do. So let me get started with that. Figured I'd keep doing this until I kind of like ran out of steam. This is the here. I can't really get the camera too much higher right now to back it out further, so hopefully this is a large enough build area to see. And yeah, I know my voice is crappy. I apologize for that. I went ahead and like opened the box up, but this is the one I'm doing here. This is a 3,877 piece kit. So I was thinking about pre-sorting these, but I figure I can, when I've got downtime or whatever, I'll maybe sort through and baggie them then. But they seem to be a lot less weirdness in this particular kit than the last one, and it doesn't have like a very like balance point, a couple of points where you build it up and it's like kind of floating in the air. So so apparently we've got some sort of like glue here to apply the lights to. I don't know if I'm going to do the lights or not on this one, but I'll set that aside. Set these bags over here out of the way. Alrighty. Excuse me. Let's see. Yeah, I have my regular Lego wrench here that I got from the set I did. Incidentally, packing up for camping, something got dropped on the other one, so when I get a chance to spend more time out in the shop, I need to rebuild, put that one back together. It's Lego, so the plastic isn't damaged. It's just a matter of putting it back together. Alrighty. And thank you, everybody, for who's coming in. I really appreciate it. It's been way too long since I was on stream. It's like been a month. And for the first 2 weeks, I was just like, I'm coughing, got a fever, I feel miserable, I don't feel like doing much anything. And then I just suddenly started like losing strength. Okay. And all right, so that was easy to do. Just line those 3 up there. And next. All right. And I do apologize or whatever for, like I said, sinuses and stuff. The next big challenge I've got is I need to somehow get to go back to work. My work insists that I be like fully able to go back to work, or they do not want me to come in, which I understand is a liability issue for them, and I'm not like upset over that. All right, so looks like this one is the biggest one. This goes here. Gwen says, so glad you're well enough to stream for a little while. Yeah, actually, other than feeling shaky from the steroids that they're making me take, because they gave me so many while I was in the hospital that they got to like taper them down. I'm actually not doing too bad. My strength level is about what it was, or a little better than it was when I went on vacation. Though I'm pretty sure there's something else going on that they haven't figured out that was causing it maybe before, and the being sick just made it really, really bad. But like the day I went into the hospital, I was trying to sit up from something, and I just wound up like I kept getting lower and lower, and finally just wound up like lying on the floor for like 3 or 4 hours, and it sucked. I wasn't in any pain. I just couldn't lift myself up off the ground. All right, so like this is one we need. We need to get 21 of these here. It's got some stuff stuck on it, so get these separated out. All right. And let's see, that is a 2x8. And looks like I need 16 of those, so we got 4 of those. Let's put these over here. Eight. 10. 12. At least these seem to be a little bit better at color coding, so it's easier to. Oops. And of course, I already dropped them on the floor. Well, it should be an easy one to find. I'll worry about that later. It's one of the leaf things, so they're not coming up probably this stream, but all right, so I lost track of my count here. Right, so 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8. And so 14, need 7 more. 1. Okay, there's 3. Just need 4 more. I did get a chance to like walk around the neighborhood. Oops, there we go. Walk around the neighborhood last night with Mrs. Torn, and that went actually fairly well. My strength seems, like I said, seems to be fairly decent. It's my endurance that I'm having issues with. But I mean, it wasn't like any super tiring thing or anything like that. Okay, so that one at least didn't fall on the floor. All right, so that's 21 there. All right. And I need one of those. Let's see, was that actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's a 10. Okay. And I need 16 of the these. Attach this here. Easier if I can set the bag up right. I can tell definitely next time I do this, I need to bring out Ziplocs or sort through the Ziplocs before I bring it up next time. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And one of the shorter ones, 10. And 4 of those. $11. Two, 4, 6, 8, 12. Okay, 4 more of those. One, 2. 3 and 4. Okay, so I need 9 of these. I have 5, 6, 7. That's all of those I need. Oh, here's their little Lego wrench. I want to catch up with chat real quick here. Gwen says, you can sort them now. It's all good. Thank you. Melee says, hey, Gwen, Torn. Good to see you, Melee. And Gwen saying hi to Melee. All right. 2, 4, 6, 7, 12. Of course, now they're getting to where they're blending in. 8. No, that's a longer one. I'll just set that over there in case I actually do need it again soon. All right, there's 9, 4, 16, 1, 21. Okay, so I need 1 1x4, which is going to be fun to find out of this. Now that it's mostly green instead of blue. There we go. That's the 1x4. All right, so I think that's everything out of this bag. So let me put all the little bits back and set this aside. And I'll go back into it, but I'm not going to bother recounting everything. I'm pretty sure I got my counts right. But yeah, Ziploc so these don't fall out. I'll do that after the stream today. The other reason I wanted to stream is I want to make sure that YouTube doesn't think I'm dead. All right, almost got them all in. Hey, Jen. Hey, Aussie Raid. Welcome. Let's see. Thank you. Yeah, welcome, Raiders. YouTube Studio isn't telling me I got a raid yet. That may have just popped up and then went away. But welcome. Let's see. Yeah, definitely a raid. We're all the way up to 25. Thank you very much. Appreciate everybody coming by. Gwen says, please hit that like button on your way in, double check your subscription, and share the content. Thank you very much. I do apologize for the voice. I've was sick for like about 3 weeks, had a cough, was in the hospital. I'm back out, and I'm actually doing pretty good other than feeling a little shaky from some of the medicines they've been having me take. All right, I think this is the next one I need. All right, so... Okay, I think this is ivory and that's white. Okay. And the green. Okay, so at least you have green out here. So this is one to open here. So, other than, I haven't been in the hospital, I'm doing fairly decent today. I'm assuming that the Aussie Raid is from Aussie Overload. Hey, Hayden, thank you very much. It's very nice of you to do that for me. I appreciate it. All right, so I need... Let's see, do I have them in this one? No, I don't think I do. Okay, so I need 4 of the 1x10s in green. So 1, 2, 1 there. And I apologize if this gets noisy on the bag. Put it up the rest of the way. All right, so I need a 2x3 and a 2x8. Or 4 2x8s. So I think those are the 2x8s. Yes, they are. 2, 3, 4. And see any 2x3s in here? Or 2x4s or 2x2s? I don't see those. All right, so I need 2 more of the long green ones. No. I do try and keep up with chat, so I do apologize if I'm a little slow responding on things. Kind of getting back into the streaming deal. All right, so I need 6 of the 2x8s in gray. Okay. There are 6 of those. 2 of the 2x6s. 1, 2. 2 of the 1x6s. I'm thinking get the remaining 2 long green ones in here real quick. Then I gotta switch to a different bag. Catch up real quick here. Glenn Wright, hi from Brisbane, Australia. Good to see you on. Welcome, welcome. Glenny's right. I apologize for that. Hey, Wendy, good to see you. Good morning. Enjoyed this. Excuse me. Enjoyed the stream last night until I had to drop out. Glenn says thank you. Hello to Wendy. And Wendy, hey to Gwen. And I do apologize for the residual cough. It's mostly from getting over the nasal the air thing. All right, so 3 of the 2x4. It looks like, okay, they got 2x4s in here. And let's see, 2x6s. I need 13 of those. Okay, so I do need more in here. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, and I need 43 of these. So that's going to be a bit of those. So 1, 2. 3, 4, 5. Probably should have started doing stacking counting. Let me do that real quick. So makes it a little easier to keep track of these. Is just kind of like I stack it like this, and it's easier to count. Make sure I'm getting the right length. And I am actually taking it easy this morning. I got the camera together, and I'm just going ahead and having fun here, talking to you guys, having a wonderful morning. Mrs. Torin is out donating platelets, so she should be back in like an hour or 2. If I start getting tired, I'll go ahead and end the stream, but I'm doing pretty good right now. And like I said, I got kind of a residual cough, but that was from wearing the O2 hose in the hospital for so long. It kind of messes up your sinuses. And like I said, if it starts getting annoying, please let me know, and I'll try and make sure to start muting when I do that. But I figure this is a good chance to kind of get my voice back into better shape too. I'm seeing my primary care doctor tomorrow morning, so hopefully I can get a note to go back to work, because this has been like 3 weeks unpaid. And well, my lovely wife has wonderful health insurance that I'm able to use. It doesn't really help with the other stuff. It's only 3 of those. And don't need any 3 peg glove ones. All right, so let's see, I need 13 of these. So let's see how many I've got so far. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I'll need 3 more of those. I did have a good breakfast. Supposed to take the taper down dosage of steroids with food. Downside is it also messes up my blood sugars, so I am having to kind of eat like a diabetic for a couple more days because I don't want to get issues with that. But prior to this, all of my blood tests for like fasting sugars and whatnot were like well within the not even close to pre-diabetic range. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, okay, 17. So we're about only a third of the way through those. Going through this way, at least it should be much easier to get those ones when I run them. There we go. That's all 4 of those that I need. And I need a 1x6, and then a 1x4 if I run across it. I think that's... Nope, I only needed 2 of those. Now, let's see. These. And Gwen says your body gets used to that good oxygen, then back out in the world, and your lungs are like, what is that? Actually, it's more like the high flow makes my sinuses plug up and stuff like that. And after a while, you start getting nosebleeds and the like. So, actually, my oxygen saturation, whenever they went to like step me down to another level so that I could get the MRI that I have never actually got, because they said when I came in, I was on too high of oxygen. They don't have long enough hoses for that system. So they were going to taper me down. And when they finally tapered me down, it's like the hospitalist comes in and says, oh, it's been long enough. You don't need to have that before you leave. So we're going to kick you out. It's like, okay, well, that doesn't explain why I was so weak I couldn't stand up. I mean, I couldn't even pull myself up into a sitting position. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 27. We're about halfway, a little over halfway there. And we get 13 here, so 3, 4, that's 10. All right, so I need 1 more of these. So 6 of those, 2 of those. Okay, yeah. Okay, 3 of those 2x4s. That's the last of those ones I need. You know what? I'm just gonna sort this one out and then pull off what I need. I think that's going to be faster than trying to dig through here. I think that's kind of what I decided the last time I was doing one of these kits. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they could have stepped down my oxygen levels more. But also through all this, I never felt short of breath. I mean, when I had the really bad cough before I went in, my diaphragm was tired just from all the coughing. But I could, like, if I just breathed in, I was fine, and I didn't feel short of breath. I just felt tired. Yeah, sorting it this way is probably going to be much faster. Less likely having stuff thrown around. Could probably do the square, and I'll do that later. It's much easier to do this. And I thank you for your humble patience, everybody. It's been wonderful having you here. It's good to stream again. Overall, the vacation went pretty well. Got to spend time with friends, spend time with Mrs. Torn. We were going to go out on my birthday to a local Korean barbecue close by called Salt. It has absolutely wonderful food. But we were going to go ahead and maybe push it back to our anniversary, which is the 18th of this month. But missing as much time as I am, we might have to push it back a little bit later than that. We should be okay. We had reserves set up and whatnot, and it's going to be maybe a tight month or two, but after that we should be back on track, hopefully. But I've got so many different tests now in my patient portal for the hospital I was at, so I've actually probably got a pretty good idea of my actual overall health. Let's see. Sorry if I'm not doing. I apologize. I'm not doing this on screen. Let me back this up a little bit so you guys can see a little better what I'm doing. And got 2 follow-up appointments with lung specialist and my primary care doctor tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be able to go to work from then. And then Tuesday morning I had a follow-up appointment with the neurologist. Had some weird Lyme test results. I don't know if he was thinking of when I was contacting him, thinking of the tests that I'd had or with him, or the ones I had in the hospital. The ones I had in the hospital, they're a couple bit elevated for the indeterminate level, and then they do what they call banding tests. And for one of them, if you test reacted in 5 of the 10 bands, you have Lyme. I reacted in 4 of them. And so it's do we need to monitor this, see what's going on? Don't know exactly if I could have actually gotten it while I was on vacation and not when I had an earlier issue, but not knowing what's going on is really, really frustrating. I've been having some muscle weakness issues since April. That's kind of why I originally started doing these off-brand type streams after doing the Lego Life and Libation interview, which was really, really nice. And I wasn't sure how my wrist was doing, but there doesn't seem to be any physical damage, so we're trying to figure out what's going on. I would like to figure out what's going on that's causing the issue that I've got. But I've got a firearms recertification class for constable coming up in not too long. And I'm like, okay, not 100% sure I can pass it in my current state. So do I figure out what's going on, work on building up strength to where I'm good with that, or do I drop out of the class, which would leave me certified to the end of the year, and then get recertified early next year, because that would only be like maybe a month and a half or whatever that I'd be uncertified. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Okay. Catch up real quick here. All right. Gwen says, I had that hospital cough after being in the hospital for 4 days. They don't tell you those things when you leave. Actually, they didn't tell me about that. I kind of figured it out on my own. But I was in what they call ICU step down. So I was in the ICU wing, but I was not in a full ICU room. And one of the nurses that was working with me and my wife and I got along with really well. It was really helpful for here's what you need to do with the to get these things done with the hospital administration. But part of my issue is that some of the doctors I needed to talk to apparently, once they decided I was getting better, never actually came back and talked to me, especially the infectious disease specialist. But I mean, it was really weird. I had really bad sore throat with what everybody was saying looked like strep, but I tested strep negative, so they figured it was actually shingles or shingles type outbreak. Really weird. Sorry if I'm getting too much into medical stuff. Not had a whole lot to think about in the meantime, unfortunately. But I do have to say it was really nice coming home and taking my own shower. I'm not doing this on screen again. I'm sorry. I should focus more. I'm just gonna let's just go ahead and put this in the center here, and we'll just go ahead and stack them up. And that way I'm not reaching off screen all the time. Ganesk, welcome. Thank you for the welcome back. And Gwen saying hello to her. And back to Gwen. Okay. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm just sorting these out rather than trying to dig through the bag, count out enough. And probably should have done the squares rather than the angle here. But I'm far enough in, I don't want to really start taking them apart again. But this is just a quick size and color sort, and then I'll pull off what I need for this step. I've got the blue stuff I need, and this is all green, gray, and white. Let's get my right size ones. There's plenty of these. And the reason I was thinking of doing this kit is the last one I did kind of had a floating island thing, and it was a really pain in the butt to try and get everything pressed together without bending stuff over and having it fall apart. So I was thinking this would be a good one to do, because it doesn't really have up in the air type stuff, which was the frustrating portion of that. It also looks like it has a slightly less wide variety of parts, which makes it easier to sort through these. But I'm really hoping I can go back to work tomorrow. I miss work. I like being productive. I like doing things. I like making things. And I figure I start getting more active, I'm going to be doing in better shape. I did mention I walked around the neighborhood with Mrs. Torrin. We have a rollator that we got for our roommate who has more mobility issues than me most of the time. She didn't actually, make use of it, but while we were having the last day before I went in the hospital, Mrs. Torn figured that it would be a good idea to put it together to help me. So I've been using that just to make sure that I'm not get myself stuck out somewhere where I'm not able to, get back from without a rest or whatnot. So that's been nice to use. But I think I can say at this point I don't really need it. Even if I do get tired. I'm definitely probably stronger overall than I've been anytime since coming back home from vacation. So able to move around, stuff like that. I'm doing good with that. Anything else? Anybody has any questions on anything like that? Like the angles? Thank you very much, Gwen. I appreciate that. I do have to say that what the hospital food I think I liked best was they had tilapia, which was nice. And they're falling apart there. All right, so I'll do those in separate things. I'm just getting too tall. Make sure they're the right length here. All right, and let's see, do I have the shorter one? Now let me go ahead, and since I'm done that, I'll just do this the square way so I don't have it fall apart as easily. I could just use the little Lego wrench to, or even this one here that came with this one to separate, excuse me, separate them out. Wendy, I am looking forward to watching the Ron Coleman Lego one. I think that'll be fun to see. And I hope you are recovering from your surgical experience very quickly and comfortably. And I don't mean to hog commentary on the Lego streams, but it is really makes me feel very nice when you guys bring up my braiding video to show people what it is. I really appreciate that because it's nice to get that out there so people are aware of it. And while I think about it, what I was talking about with the bolo tie, of the two braids I made while I was on vacation, the one that was thinner than I wanted to do for the Ian's Second Life Stollery Children's Hospital fundraiser auction, I think is probably narrow enough. I can get the accessories and make a nice bolo tie for Dave since he wanted a tie out of it without having to charge him for the process. And while the money would be nice, I understand that I am doing an art that's kind of out of the price range of a lot of people. So I try and take that into consideration. And Dave and you and Valhalla have been really nice at helping promote me and get me out there in the world. And I want to thank you guys for that. And, guys being generic gender neutral term, kind of like Californians or Hawaiians, dude. So let you know that's kind of how my brain functions on that. Are the issues you had with your left arm weakness getting better? I'm currently about as strong as I've been since I started having the issues. Um, I'm still not, back up to full strength. And given what happened before going to the hospital, I think it's like potentially a whole body issue. And I'm just not sure what the cause is or how to treat it, which is one of the reasons I'm doing a follow-up with the neurologist. Maybe see if we can get the MRI, maybe if I've got something that there's going on that they don't know about that can be treated. But I have noticed that when I exercise more, um, I am a whole lot weaker for the short term after that. And I don't know if that's just like, I'm so weak to begin with that it's just taken a while to build back up, or if it's something that's like, I've only got a certain amount of reserves for something, and when I burn through them, it takes a while to build them back up. But part of the plan is to definitely, be doing exercise and try and build up my strength levels. So if it can resolve it that way, and is actually just I was inactive and lost strength, and I'm getting older, I guess I'll deal with that. But getting sick for 2 weeks and then suddenly, you can't stand up, you can't lift yourself off the floor, you can't even sit up, seems to me to be a little bit more than just a little bit of muscle atrophy from being inactive, especially the rapid onset of that. So it's one of the reasons I want to follow up with the infectious disease specialist. They said it was some sort of virus I had, but nothing that they tested for tested positive. So it's one of those like random, we can't test very well for viruses. We just deal with it, the effects. But yeah, they tested me like 5 or 6 times for the usual corona stuff. And they were all negative. Tested me for like RSV, MRSA, even Legionnaires, and like, yeah, nothing. Getting close to getting these sorted out. Yeah, if I'm going to do new ones, I'll just do the easier stack style. And because I'm avoiding sugars, I'm doing this. I also have absolutely no idea at all if this is in any way related. But about the time I started developing, the weaknesses in April this year, was about the time I got the SodaStream, and I was using the SodaStream branded Diet Mountain Dew syrup. And I'm wondering if maybe there's something weird with one of those sweeteners that I'm allergic to. So I have been, since that idea popped up in my head, I have not been using any of their brand stuff, because it's different than the commercial bottles a little bit. Because they're making sure that it's sweet enough for their syrup levels that you can do in the SodaStream thing. So instead, with that, what I've been doing with that is I have been just using like those flavor crystal things that are entirely unsweetened. And I'm trying to find a flavor profile I like for that. But again, I also haven't been home for all that long since the hospital. I got home Thursday. One of the annoying things is that they had me on IV fluids for so long that what was I going to say there? Yeah, they had me on the IV fluids for so long that the started getting like some swelling and edema, so they took me off that. And in the meantime, my legs are a bit sausage looking, but it is getting better. I've actually lost like close to 8 pounds of water weight in about 4 days. I've been making sure to eat plenty and drink plenty, so keep my legs up as much as I can, and that seems to help. I use like compression socks and wraps as well, and it is getting better. And again, if I'm getting too much into medical details, let me know and I'll cut back on that. Because I know not everybody wants to hear, semi-old people talking about how, I have this problem and I have that problem. So I do appreciate the fact you folks are being nice enough to listen to me kvetch about it. The funny thing, though, is that as I was improving with the oxygen and stuff like that, they kept telling me, "Oh, you're doing so well because you're so young." Like, okay, I'll take what I can get. Excuse me a second here. I'm going to mute this. Okay, that should be better. Hey, Cookie Mon Steve, good to see you on. Well, I've been missing a bit with excessive work demands, and I come back to find out there have been medical issues. Good to hear that things are improving, but oh my God. And what says hello to Cookie Mon Steve? Yeah, apparently I got back from vacation. About 5 days after I got back, I developed a cough. 2 days after I developed a cough, like Friday, 3 weeks ago or whatnot, I wound up getting like 103-degree fever. It's like, okay, yeah, let's go to the ER. They went ahead and checked me out. They said I didn't have, flu. I didn't have the other thing. I didn't have pneumonia. Just make sure to take like ibuprofen and Tylenol to keep the fever down. Drink plenty of fluids. Go home. So I went home that Friday. Was feeling a little bit better. Still, feeling sick. And then 9 days later, the following, a week and a Monday, it's like, I think I'm still having issues. And, fever never went away. Always feeling crappy, coughing all the time. Went and saw my primary care doctor's office. They gave me very specific instructions on how much ibuprofen and stuff. They gave me Augmentin. And they said, check back with us. We'll check back with you in 2 days. Well, the next day I started getting so weak I couldn't stand up off the couch without being pulled up. I could get up out of chairs if they were high enough, but I was definitely weak. And then wound up Wednesday morning when I was supposed to touch base with the hospital, or not hospital, the primary care doctor. I had gotten into a situation where I couldn't stand up, and I just kind of gradually wound up working my way down to the floor. Had my phone with me. Mrs. Torn was asleep and couldn't wake up. Roommate got up, helped me slide myself along the floor because she has no ability to lift me at all. To where I was comfortable, had something to drink, something to eat. My doctor's office called. I explained what's going on. They were wondering, that when my wife got up, she would be able to lift me up. And I'm talking about possibly going to the hospital. After Mrs. Torn got up, got moving around, realized, what? I am not going to be functional when she's at work. So we're planning to go to the hospital. And then in the next hour or two, it went from Mrs. Torn could help position me in different places. We were trying to get me ready to go, to where it's she couldn't lift me. And it took I couldn't stand. I couldn't sit up. Wound up having to call an ambulance. Really funny thing with that is that when they started showing up, the police guy came in first and said, "I've got a report of an unresponsive person." It's like, no, actually, when we called 911, they asked if I was responsive, and my roommate, who was on the phone, it's like, yeah, he's fine, he's awake. You want to talk to him? I said that wasn't necessary. So it went from not only alert and responsive to unresponsive. So anyway, it took 3 of these skinny little EMT people to pull me up into a chair so they could get me out of the house and in there. And then when they got me to the hospital, I was apparently so low on O2 saturation that they were wondering if their equipment was working right because they kept raising the level and my saturation numbers weren't changing. So they were changing me to different things. Anyway, apparently I had some sort of like viral pneumonia going on at that point. I didn't realize that. I was in the hospital for like a week. After like day 2, I started recovering strength like fairly quickly. And like by Wednesday, I was like pretty much up and mobile. And so I went home like Thursday mid-morning. And I've been trying to like, get appointments scheduled and whatnot. They had like in-home nurse come by to make sure how I was doing. And she said that my lungs were doing great. I got an oxygen saturation meter. I've been doing great with that. And I am feeling like I am getting stronger. I've got like 2 pages of different blood test type results. And let's see, anticoagulants, whatever, so that I don't have that. But it has not been a fun experience. Though the somewhat amusing thing for me is they always kept asking me, are you in any pain? It's like through all this entire thing, I haven't actually hurt. I did have like a sore throat for a while there, but it wasn't even that bad of a sore throat for me. So anyway, that's the quick rendition, Cookie Mon Steve. I've been trying not to talk too much about it because I know it gets repetitive and boring for some people, but I appreciate everybody's come by. Also really appreciate the Raiders from Aussie Overlord. This is actually probably my best attended live stream for a couple months. I still need to get the design done for Kurt's braid. I'm going to try and get that done in the next couple of days, especially if I can't like get right back to work Monday. I'm going to be like going crazy. So I will probably be working on that. I might stream the design on that. I don't know. But yeah, if I'm stuck at home, I want to be not just sitting around. Okay, and we should be able to. We're just about done sorting these, so that's pretty good. And I can get in on the build. And like I said, I'm actually feeling reasonably well. My voice I know is a little shaky, and part of that's just the steroids they're making me take as it tapers down, because they gave me a ton of steroids to while I was in there, and you gotta like taper off rather than just stop suddenly, so you don't have a bounce back reaction. Also, apparently, being on them messes up my sugars, so I have to eat like a diabetic for a couple more days. But I've only got like 2 doses of the steroids left, so my voice hopefully will like return mostly to normal the next day or 2. And I can already tell that I've been having a fair amount of improvement just talking to you folks. So thank you very much for that. Alrighty. And oops. At least I saw where that one landed. I will probably, next time I do this, have a dual camera so you guys can see that I'm like, I don't look like death warmed over or anything like that. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think I can get the angle right under there for today, but being in my own home, sleeping in my own bed has been kind of nice. Kind of scared of when the bill comes, but my Mrs. Torrin has some really good health insurance. One of her coworkers let her know that when they had to be life flighted to a hospital, and it was like $18,000 for the life flight bill, because they were admitted to the hospital, they didn't have to pay a penny of it. So I'm hoping that the fact that they had like several specialists working with me saying that I needed to be there and I wasn't okay to go home yet, that'll mean that it's pretty well fully covered. We've pretty much been through our deductible this year, so just whatever co-pays that we wind up having to do. Um, but until we see it, not sure what's going on with that. Yeah, my main thing is that this happened like right when I came back from vacation, and we just like I already burned through all my paid time off. Mrs. Torren's been catching overtime shifts to help, so like I said, we should be okay in general. Just probably be tight for a month or two. And Cookie Mon Steve says, "Thanks for the recap. Sounds nasty and scary, but good outcome." Yeah, I'm definitely pleased that I'm recovering so quickly. And Janesk says that level of extreme weakness is terrifying. Yeah, that definitely is. It's like I just like not being able to stand up is weird and bizarre, and I do not wish it on anyone. The way I described it to the EMTs is it's like, if you have like your leg falls asleep or something like that, and you really don't have a lot of control or strength with it. It's like that without any tingles or pain or anything like that. It's just like the strength just wasn't there. But as you can see, I'm actually fairly dexterous today and not having an issue placing these where they're supposed to be. So I think I'm definitely on the mend. I'm just trying to figure out what caused it in the first place. Not necessarily the specific infection that I got, because they were pretty sure it was some sort of virus was triggering the reactions, but why I would have that specific reaction of the loss of strength. So that's been kind of frustrating to deal with, but yeah, gotta deal with these things as they come. And my commitment is going to be, if it's just a matter of like exercise levels, I am going to be about as exercise centric as I can to make sure that this never happens again. I don't want to have Mrs. Torren trying to deal with me, especially as we both get older, where I'm not able to be mobile. I would much rather be the one needing to help her rather than vice versa. Not that I want anything like that for her, but I felt really bad about not being able to do anything and kind of feeling like it was all on her. That feeling sucks. But I'm really enjoying streaming with you folks. It feels really good to do this again. I like, since I did the Lego Lost stream, Life and Libation, it's been really fun thinking of doing these. It was really nice that my roommate went ahead and got this for my birthday. I was planning to do a birthday stream with a whole bunch of guests on, and I actually was doing the planning while I was on vacation, and then I get sick, and it's like even before I went in the hospital, it's like, hey, I'm going to have to reschedule this because I don't think I'm going to be in, like, I have no idea if I'm going to be in any condition to be able to have like anything streaming going on there. I will probably wind up doing something like that later on, maybe sometime late September or early October, even though it's a bit late, because it's nice to share time with the other streamers that I deal with, the people I've done braids for, because hey, I mean, if I've done a braid for you, I really, really like you. Because if I didn't like you, I wouldn't do a braid for you, because that's a lot of work. Admittedly, it's fun work, but my brain doesn't let me do those types of things if I don't think somebody's going to appreciate it. or that I don't like them unless they pay me a lot of extra money. I will say, I'm not going to name a specific name, but there is somebody who did wind up getting dropped off the I'm going to do a braid for you list because of me realizing that I really don't think I like them as a person. So, and I'm not going to say who it is. It was kind of in the tentative range, but the current two firm braid making things up next are I'm doing one for Kurt Uncivil Law, and then the one after that is I'm doing one for Aussie Overlord. And I don't think I've got anything locked in after that, but I'm thinking maybe on the on my main YouTube page, I'll probably start making like a list of potential and scheduled braiding things. So I do have all the silk I need for like the next 2 to 3 braids that I'm aware of. All right, so we are getting really close here. All right, so I am not going to bother with the super small ones here that I know I'm not using, so I'm just going to toss these back in the bag. All right, so I need 3 of the 1x4s. All right, do I need any 1x3s? No, I do not need 1x3s. All right, so 1, 2, 3 of the 1x4s, 3 of the 2x4s. So 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and stack these 2x4s real quick. Okay, and I need a 1x6, and okay, the rest of those. Okay, all right, so these can slide back in. Looks like we're just about ready to start building again. So, okay, so 3 of those, 1 of those, and those are excess. All right, and let's go ahead and make sure I have the right numbers of these different parts, and if I need to get any different ones. A little bit of organizing here. Let me catch up with chat real quick, and I will okay, let's put this over here. Let me catch up with chat. Okay, so Anne says it wasn't exactly your choice for the weakness. Yeah, understandable. Gwen says, Anne, Janask, any unexpected weakness is scary. Definitely. And says, it really is. It happened to me. Not fun. EMT didn't know what to do with me. Yeah. Anybody who's been through it definitely is not going to want it for it to happen to anybody else. All right, so we have one of these. We have one of these. All right, and we need 8 of... All right, they're not in there. I guess they're in this one. All right, so I'll have to grab 8 of the square dark green ones real quick. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and one of the regular 7, and there we go, 8. All right. At least that bag was easy to sort. Okay. So we have 8 of these, 1 of those. We have at least enough of these. And we have, let's see. All right, so it looks like I need 1 by 6, 2 by 4, 2 by 3 that were not in the large bag. All right, so let's see. I think these are the light gray. These are a dark gray. So what I need should be in this bag. So since it's so long and skinny this way, I'll open it this way. Hey, Philip Martin. Good to see you on, and thank you for welcoming me back. Gwen saying hello to Phil, and Gwen says, "Yeah, I don't remember my ambulance ride. I do remember mine, and it was kind of weird because it kept going. Can we try this pulse oximeter on this finger? Okay, well, we're raising it up. We can't find. We're not getting good numbers. Let's try this. So, all right, so that's okay. For those." 86. All right, so I need 3 of the. I'm just going to actually shake these out a little bit, make it a little easier here. All right. I know it's not exactly on camera. Sorry about that. All right, so got 4 of those and 2 of the 1 by 6s. I need 3 of the 2 by 3s. There's 1, 2, and come on, you can separate. There we go. All right, 3 of the 2 by 3s, 1 of the 1 by 3, and 190 degree. Right, there's a bunch of 1 by 4s. Where's a 1 by 3? There's a 1 by 3. There we go. All right, so that is everything I need for this move. Let me just go ahead and slide these back in. I know it's off camera. Sorry. Make sure we get these in without knocking them on the floor. But sliding them off the table is probably safer than trying to pick them up by hand and toss them in. Sounds like Mrs. Torn might be home. I did tell her I was going to be streaming. So she might come up here. All right, I think I can scoop the rest of them in my hand. Drop them in that bag, and we should be ready to start. Appreciate your patience while I sort. Okay, there we go. All right. So, okay. Oh, I need 2 2 by 3s in the white, and I don't think I've got them. I've got Not this bag. I guess they are the same white. Just need 2 of the 2x3s. I should be good to go. One, 2 of the 2x3s. Two. Alrighty. Let's get this show on the road. I know I got enough of everything, so I'm not going to bother recounting. Okay. Let's take a look at my... Alright, so... Let's start from like right to left. We have 2 of the large square green ones. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the long greens here. It should be, yep, they are just 2 shorter than that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm just going to make sure that I'm nice and secure. All right. And then we have 1 more. This should fit right on the corner. And hey, it does. All right. Then we have a large blue one here. Should fit right in. It does. All right. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Should have 5 of the green ones here. Let's see if these fit right. Hey, looks like they do. Let me catch up real quick here. All right, let me. Anne says, let's all stay better from here. I can agree. Should try and do that. Anne says, I have to run. Please take good care. Thank you very much, Anne. It was good to have you on. You have a safe one. Gwen says, Anne, I'm still figuring out the after effects. Definitely doing better, though. And Anne says, Gwen, I really don't like health surprises. Please keep getting better. And Gwen says, Anne, that's the plan. Cookie Mon Steve, I have to go too. Have a great day, and I hope you all continue to improve. I hope you continue to improve quickly, Torrin. Thank you. And can't quite see the emoji there, but thank you, Anne. And Gwen says, Cookie Mon takes care. Gwen, Torrin, that's a lot of white pieces. Yep. And the walls of the castle here are mostly white, so that's why. And Ms. Jackson, wow, Torrin, you've been having a nightmare. So good to see you improving. Hi. Hey, Ms. Jackson, good to see you on. And Gwen saying hello to Ms. Jackson. Yeah, excuse me. Other than like sounding kind of shaky, I'm actually doing fairly decent today. And I'm hoping to go back to work under full duties tomorrow. Might be a day or 2 after that. I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes, what my doctors say. All right, so those are there. And then 1, 2 rows of 4. 1, 2. Actually gonna hold off until I get the rest of this one before I start doing the jump over the next one. Okay. All right, so got that one there. And it wants a blue one here. There we go. And yep, this extends over here. And there. All right, let's see. That is 4 over here. An overlap of 4. There we go. And we need one green, shorter one here. Thrown on the floor, but at least it's big enough to see. All right, and we have 3 of the, long ones. We have 3 of them here. 1, 2, and 3. So make sure these are all nice and down. They don't get good layer adhesion. Doesn't really sit right later on. Okay, and that's there. So we got a full one here. All right, and looks like we have 2 long skinny ones here. There's one, and there's the other that fits. That's a good sign. And then a long green one here, and a long blue one here. Looks like we got 2 shorter blue ones here, and here, and 2 shorter green ones should just fit. Let me use the one from this kit. And all right, that fits there. Hey, we got some new people on. Let me catch up with that real quick. Never too old for Lego. Hello, hey, welcome. Haven't seen you on before. This is actually like a off-brand micro one, but I have limited spacing type issues for storing them when they're assembled, and I figured they would be very good accessories for my channel since I do the Japanese braiding, and I'm doing like Oriental sets here. All right. That looks good there. All right, so we are ready to start joining up with the next one here. So we'll line this up here, and let's see what we start getting. Okay, so we have 4 of the long ones needing to go here. So, all right, let's, oops, don't overlap too much. Needs to all be on the same level, not a split level. So, never too old for Lego. I'm assuming that you're here because you like the content. Is there anything that you're looking for specifically, or anything I can help you with? Any questions you got? The regulars here will tell you that I'm all about answering questions for people and helping out as much as I can. This is only like my 3rd interlocking block type set that I've done since I was probably a little kid. I never really did these as kids, or as a kid. All right, so that is 4 there, and then 1 blue, and one of the large rectangular blues, and another large rectangular blue. All right, and another large rectangular blue here. And so there. Okay, and one more large rectangular blue. There. Go ahead and scooch some of these off here so that I don't have accidentally pressing down parts. Okay. All right. Hey, I've been up for about an hour and a half. Not too shabby. Okay. All right, so rectangular green. Do apologize for the cough. I've been in the hospital for about a week. Got home Thursday. Doing much better, but my sinuses are still kind of like recovering from all of the high flow O2 they were giving me. Here we go. And one. All right, so it looks like I have a long one by. Yep, there we go. That goes there. The instructions are a little hard to read because it's a little small and not necessarily well differentiated, but let's see. You can read it. Just takes concentration. And a little bit here. I know you can't really see it, but if you're more interested in looking at what I'm actually putting together rather than necessarily what I'm looking at. Get these moved a little more out of the way so I got a better build area here. And I'll try and have a better camera set up next time I do this. Alrighty. And there's one there. All right. And then two more of the blue. Large rectangles. And extends past one. All right, so that's a good position there. All right, and two more below it. There we go. And let's see. And two more here, and that should extend past by 4 for the second one. Yeah, right to the edge there. That's good there. And let's see. One below it here. And one below here. And looks like okay, two of the shorter ones in here. There's one. Just make sure I'm on the right spot. Okay, 2. Yep. All right, that goes there, and then I need a 2x4, which goes there. All right, so that's good there. All right, and then a 2x8 goes here. All right, and I need 4 of the shorter ones. Okay, there we go. Hey, Chris Collins, welcome. Just got a chance to join. Hi, all. It's good to have you on here. I'm currently building up the first layer of this particular off-brand, not Lego, micro locking block, a micro building block, I think is what it says. Set. All right. It says it is a 3,877 piece set. Okay, so those 4 there, then 4 the longer ones. Now I'll do it from these, easier to pull off. All right, so, and yes, it does line up here, so that's looking like I've got it right. 4 of them here. And then I will have my build base ready to go for the next set. All right. And, all right, then a short one here on the bottom, and 3 of the longer ones going this direction. 1, 2. Sorry. Let me show you what I'm actually doing, not just do it off screen. Actually, let me check something here. Okay. Nope, that's the light one. All right. So sorry about that. Oh, hey, that'll help. There we go. Sorry about that. Now you guys can see better. All right, so that was 1, 2, and 3, and a long single skinny. There we go, and we're ready to start adding on the 3rd part of the base. And it is one of these here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the longer ones. Basically the 2x8s as opposed to the 2x6s. Okay, we got 5 there. Then another full green square. And I think that's actually all of those size green squares. All right, so a 2x4 goes. Oops. All right, so 2x6 and then a 2x4. So that and there. And 3, 4 2x8s. And it lines up the top. There you go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a green one. Okay. And 2 2x6s. And a 2x4 again. 2x6. There we go. All right, so And here's the 2x4. And a gray 2x4. There we go. And whoops. There. Nope, I made a mistake. All right. Let's see if I can use these the way they're supposed to. Yep, there we go. Misread the design thing. Okay. All right, so I have a 1x6 and then a 2x6. Yeah, there we go. And a 1x4 green and a 2x4 gray. Make sure these get down properly. There we go. And then a 2x3 gray. And 1x2. Is it? No, that's this corner 90. So that one goes here. What does it? No, that might be a 1x2. Let me see. There we go. Put this one here. Yep. All right. So it needed a 1x2, a 1x3. So that goes there. I'm just gonna back do the ones here and see if I can't figure out what I'm missing on this without having to like take a photograph of the get this in and lined up. Okay. And 2x3. Guess it is just a 1x2, but I remember seeing okay, there we go. That's what I was doing wrong. All right, so let's get this one. I know this isn't the proper tool for it, but there we go. All right, so This 90-degree goes here. This is not used. We have a one by 3 and a 1 by 6. What are supposed to go here? All right, that looks right now. There we go, and should have, I think it's yep, there we go. That's the right length. Okay, and then this big one goes here. Make sure it's all the way down. Yeah, let me show you the cover again real quick. So yeah, this wall here is that here. Alrighty. Okay, so this should fit here. And this goes here. And two 2x4s go here. There's 1 and 2. And 2 2x8s. And a 1x4. That's where this one comes in. Goes here. And then 2 let's see, 1, 3 2x8s go here. So 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, it looks like the last 2 of these large ones here go there and there. Yeah, that's extending where it's supposed to. And 1, 2, 4 more of the blue long ones. So 1, 2, 3. All right. And 2 of the shorter ones. So 1 and 2. All right, so I'll put that one back, but yeah, there we go. All right. And I think that's all of the blue. Could be wrong though. All right, so a 2x3 and a 2x4 go here in the gray. Actually, 2 2x3s go here side by side. And then this one goes here. Looks like a 2x8 and a 2x6. So 2x8 And 2x6 and two 2x8s on the sides here. Make sure they're nice and secure. And flat with the rest. All right, and 2x8 in white. All right, and it looks like a 1x4 and a 2x4. Right, there's the 1x4, 2x4, and 1, 2, 3, two 2x6s, which I believe are here. Nope, 2x8s. There. And there. And a 2x3 this way. And 2x that way. All right. And right there. All right, so 3 of these. 1. 2, 3, and a long skinny. Which goes all the way down to there. That looks good. All right, so let's see, is it 2 long ones in here? Yep, that looks right. I almost want to have, when I have a complete layer, get like an arbor press plate and just push down, make sure that they're all snug. Let's see. That one looks like it needs a little assistance. All right. And okay, so 2x4 goes here. And 2x4 goes here. And then a 2x6 and a 1x6. All right, so here's the 1x6 and the 2x6. We're almost done with this layer. I do have to say, even though I've been doing it a moderate amount, my cough is a lot better than it was. All right, and 2x6 goes here. And 3 of the longer ones. Go here. and 3 of the shorter ones. Come on. 2, 3, and one of the 2x8s, and this layer is done. Alrighty, let's make sure these are all pushed down. Almost want to get like a rubber mallet, just make sure these are all. Let's see, feel where they're not quite all the way. Flip it over and push down from this side. All right, we have our build sheet. Alrighty, let's see. You want to go on the next one? Okay. Oh, joy. Alrighty. So we need 2 of these. Let's see how much we got here. Now we don't need any of these blue. They go back in there. All right, so the dark green, we have 2 of this. We have 2 and 1. All right, so we need 1x6, 2 2x4s, 2 1x4s. Let's see. We get out of here. All right, so and 1x. All right, so 2 of the 1x4s and 1 of the 1x6s. There's a 1x6. We need 1 more 1x4. Okay. 2 2 1. Already got that. 1x4. Okay, 2 of the 2x4s. I'll just set that out there. All right. Okay, that's all of the dark green. And light green, we have 1 of those. Need 2 of the 2x8 light greens, and 19 of the, or 1 of the 1x10. Okay, we need 19 of these, and 15 of the others. So I'm going to just start stacking up these 2 here. Different sizes, and we'll go from there. One more there. Okay, those are the 2 of those we need. Sorry about the coughing. I think if there's any interesting stories I haven't told recently, other than the the scary hospital stuff, which I've gone through a couple of times today so far. One of the other things I'm going to start doing is, like, if they don't let me go back to work tomorrow, I might go ahead and like start working out in the shop, getting it a little bit more cleaned up to be able to go ahead and get those 2 taco eyes made. I need to, and I was going to work on Kurt's braid design. I saw it in South Carolina, or one of the Carolinas, the other day. So hopefully if I do get the design work done, he'll have a chance to see it on his Discord and approve it, and I can start getting ready to like warp that up for his braid and get that on. But probably go ahead and make sure to finish this one up before I do that. Though I'm not expecting it to take near as long. What I might do is, if I get a little bit more tired, I might go ahead and go ahead and end this stream and then set up one for a little bit later on today when I'm feeling a little better recovery area. All right, so I need 19 of the long ones. So hey, Gwen says, for a second I thought you were pulling out gator gum. Nope. And colors I can see. Ms. JXM, watch. You pace yourself and don't overdo it. Yeah, I'm sitting in a chair. I'm comfortable. I'm not feeling overly tired. And it's just like, if I do start feeling tired, I will go ahead and stop it. But I'd like to keep doing this today because I'm having fun doing this. It's relaxing for me. And so I might go ahead and schedule a stream later on today, in conjunction with making sure that Mrs. Torin is okay and doesn't need anything from me. One of the other reasons I'm streaming up here is she doesn't always get to use the computer downstairs that I use a lot. So me being up here gets her time to relax on it. I have been trying to make sure that since I got home, I don't mess up with her sleep and relaxation schedule. Because when I was in the hospital, she was there as much as she could possibly be, plus working overtime shifts and keeping our roommate fed. And it's just like, she's an absolute wonderful person, and I don't want to make her feel like she's unappreciated or she can't have time for herself or anything like that. So if I started getting a little weepy about it, it's because I really love her, and I'm so happy she proposed to me. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's 20 there. All right, so we have enough of those. And we need 15 of the smaller ones here. So looks like I got plenty of those too. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, which is what we need, and 1 extra. And I need 4 of the 2x4s. So I got 2 of them, so I need 2 more. 1 and 1. go. All right, so for the 2x4s, 2 of the 1x4s. There's a 1x4. And okay, I don't need any 1x3s, but I need another 1x4. I need 4 of these 2x2 with a single pin on the top. Okay. There it is, another 1x4. Okay. 2 of those and 1 2x2 regular. Let's see. Ah, there we go. There's a 2x2 regular. And got the wide one. Okay. All right. So now I need 5 of these. 2, 4, and 5. And 8 red, 6 yellow, 6 pink. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 8 red. 6 yellow, all right, 6 pink, and 1 green. What are the individual pink ones? And do I have an individual green one? Okay. I guess we're back to sorting. I do need an individual single pin around green. Sorry, I'm not talking much right now. I'm just trying to concentrate, making sure I find what I need. I'm not even really seeing any pink flowers in here. It's just the red and the yellow. I mean, there's the pink branches, but that's not what they're asking for. Oops. Don't throw them on the floor. It's a pain in the butt to pick them up. But yeah, I definitely feel oh so much better than I have been. What do you want to bet that the remaining ones I need to get are actually in a different bag? Because I am not seeing any pink flowers at all. I'm only seeing pink branches. Let me see if there's another bag here. All right, so there is the and there's that. And let's see, do I have any actual green flowers in this one? Yeah, it does not appear that there are. Okay. So, oh, and I do need a 90-degree elbow in the dark green, which I think is in this bag. Let me grab that. Ah, there it is. Okay. So I just need a green flower and 6 pink flowers out of here. So let's pick up everything that's not a flower. Kind of annoying because I should probably see one of them if they're in here by now. I'm not seeing them, so I don't know if they're just not in here, they're in a different bag, or what. But I should have seen probably at least one green or pink flower by now. I haven't. I'm just going to slide some of these rather than pick them up. Just making sure I'm not getting anything that I want to pull out. Ah, there is a green flower. There we go. So now I just need to find 6 pink ones. Right, so I can pretty much pull everything that's not pink out of here, and I should be okay. Found another green flower. That's not a flower. Not a flower. Should be able to scatter enough here. Look at everything pink real quick. Okay, well, if I've got pink flowers, they are not in this stack. I did get the green one, though. Right, let's just get this off the table here. And so it doesn't like fall on the floor. There we go. Let's take a quick look at some of the other bags, make sure that there's no I see where the pink flowers are. Ah, frack. Give me a second, folks. Thank you. All right. Hey, sorry I caught up with chat. Need to catch up with chat. Hey, I recognize you. Hey, Rochelle. Pace yourself tomorrow as well, if at home or at job. Thank you. Ms. Jackson, I'm so happy you're there for each other. And let me catch up real quick here. Okay, all right. Gwen said they're sappy sweet on each other, which is adorable. Thank you. Gwen says, Helen Wolverton, hello. Gwen, I actually know Helen. We're friends in real life. Kristen M96, hey, Torrin, can't stick around, but saw you on. Wanted to pop in and say hi. Glad you're home. Hope you get better soon. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Gwen says, hello to Kristen. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. And Kristen says, hey, Gwen. And Never 12 for Lego. What's up, everyone, again? Working on a off-branded Lego Oriental Palace Garden or whatever. Never Too Old Lego, welcome back. Thanks. David Nelson, hey, welcome. Good afternoon. Never Too Old for Lego. I'm about to go Toys R Us, see if they have the September Lego releases yet. Still waiting in my city. Sorry to hear that you have to wait. Gwen says, I thought I saw a pink one, but it's yellow. And Gwen says, Never Too Old for Lego. What are you thinking of for your next build? And Night Before Christmas or something D&D. Those both sound like fun. Gwen says, that's cool. But my next build is Amazon Mock Hulkbuster. Okay. And Helen says, hi to Mrs. Torn and the roommate too. I will pass on your greetings. Melee says, great progress, Torn. All right, let me see how badly I dropped that bag. Oh, good. It was an almost empty bag. Give me a second here. Pieces together while I can. It's a little bit of excess green stuff. It did kind of scatter, but at least it's a high contrast, so I can see them fairly easily. But definitely need to switch over to Ziploc bags after this stream. Let's see, any fall in there? Yeah, looks like I did have one or two fall in a bin, but I'll get those in a bit. Yeah, I'm throwing things up across the floor. Sorry about that. Sorry about the grunting too. All right, I think that's pretty much everything up off the floor. And all right. I'm going to leave that bag over here off the table so it doesn't get knocked over again until I can Ziploc it. And let's see. I am able to lift myself up off the floor. Wasn't quite sure I'd be able to do that. But I know Mrs. Torn is home, so. Okay. Give me a second here. All right. So I need 6 pink ones. I would have to put them on their own bag. The fun part, how to get them out of here. Let's go ahead and see if I can't. Ah! Mistake. Big mistake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Let's see if I can get these back in this bag without causing a major problem for me. And I'm knocking them on the floor. At least it's bright enough I could see them. Though I may have to, and I just threw one. At least I know roughly where I threw it. I see it. Okay, but I'm not going to open it up. All right. Let's see if I can recover from this mistake without too much angsty. Just be careful when I do this. And I'm throwing on the floor again. Let's just try it this way. That was a definite mistake. Hopefully I don't lose anything super vital, but they do tend to do some extras in these small ones here. So I'm hoping. Plus, like I said, I will a little bit later on when it's sorry, when it's nice and bright, make sure to check the floor and see what's going on. And I'm sure, of course, I'll find them all with my extra toes. Or find all the extras with my toes. I believe that is the tried and true Lego detection method. Not the funnest, but the most effective, supposedly. Ah. Let's see. Maybe I can reach from where I'm sitting. Yeah, not that I can see. But like I said, I will, after the stream, clean it up. Okay. All right, let's see where we are. It says, hit that like button if you haven't done that. Right, thumbs up. Thank you for watching today. Much appreciated. And Miss Jackson says, the feet have it. Yep. All right, so got all the light green, got all the dark green. All right, so for the usual, let's see. Okay, so we got regular gray and we got the dark gray. All right, so I think I have pretty much all the regular gray sorted. Brown orange here. So I need 2 of the 2x6s, 2 of the 2x4s. There's a 2x6. Okay, and there's 2 of the 2x6s. Two by 4. One by 3. Another 2 by 4. I just need a 2 by 2 of that color. There we go. 2 by 2. Okay. And then white. I have plenty of the 2 by 8s. All right, I think what I'm going to do is I will go ahead and pause here. I need to do the manual sorts for the whites, the dark grays, and the light grays. I'll probably stream this evening sometime. I'll set up a stream later, and then we will do the next level here. But I think that I'll clean up the floor. But I think I'm doing pretty good here. I'm just going to kind of like take like an hour break or so, and then I'll come back up and I'll start sorting these things out. And I'll bring up Ziploc baggies so that I don't have stuff flying everywhere from the open bags. I'm going to catch up with chat. Oops, I've hit like now. Thanks for the reminder. And Gwen says, Miss Jackson, you're welcome. We need all the reminders. Thank you very much. Looks like we've got 22 concurrent viewers. Got 5 of them on X, the rest 19 on YouTube. Let's see, we've got 25 likes. So we got more likes than concurrent viewers. Woohoo! Let's see. All the reminders. Okay. Gwen, I normally hit it on the way in. Messed up this time. No worries on that. It's been done now. We're good to go. Miss XM, I've done that before. All right. So we're about 2.5 hours in. So that was a pretty decent stream. Thanks, everybody who stopped in. Like I said, probably this evening sometime. See, it's about 1 p.m. my time. So maybe like about 6 p.m. I might go ahead and bring up the stream again. Thanks again for everybody stopping in. That really made my day. And thanks again for everybody who came in from the Aussie raid. I appreciate that. Anybody have anything else they need before we go? Let's see. Nobody actually chatted from Rumble, but we got like one other person watching there. So. All right. I think we are good to go. And I might get the other camera set up before next stream, just so you guys can see I'm not looking too horrible. But thank you very much, everybody. Glenn is right. It's 2:55 a.m. here in Australia. Ooh, I am so sorry that you were up so late. But oops, there we go. So hopefully if you do come back on, you'll have a good chance to get a decent amount of sleep. And Ms. Jackson, thanks, 23. See you later, Gwen and chat. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and head out, everybody. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by. And hopefully we'll see some of you again later on today. And as always, everybody, stay safe and happy braiding.